I don't want to say, like, say, not everything favors Team Spirit. There was still some good team fights going the way of Hellraisers in the second game as well. And we know what they can do from the first game. You know, if they can get themselves on point, if they can get that momentum going themselves, there's no reason why they can't take this third game. The Bane to get as many jungle stacks as possible. Speaking of, there is going to be the Nightmare, but look at this, the magic damage again. Antares going to be able to chase him down. This might actually be first blood here. A couple more right clicks, so the cooldowns come up for the Scarith Mage. I don't actually think the Scarith has the mana, but it doesn't matter. Antares, Imposture tries to deny himself to the neutrals, but Antares will be able to clean that up, and first blood this time goes the way of Hellraisers.
That Hellraisers need to go well. The Centaur needs to have a good game. This is the playmaker. This is the one that is going to be making everything happen. And if the Slark is incapable of joining the fights, at least in terms of vision, in the early stages of the game, it's gonna hinder the ability of Team Spirit to be as aggressive as they want to be in the early stages of the game.
And that is just putting the cherry on top of the cake there in the mid lane. Kiyotaka committing the tornado to make sure the Tiny didn't get to the water and getting that deny off there as well. And Lol, he's just suffering. In this mid lane, you can see that the last hit's going the way. It's only 5 last hits advantage going the way of the Invoker, but the more mana you take away from Lol, he's not going to be able to get these tree tosses in. He can't get the Avatar off to get the harassers out there as well.
Yeah, I don't see a Nullifier as that great of an item. I mean, I liked how they disassembled it in the previous game. Or he disassembled, no, he disassembled the Radiance actually. So yeah, I'm not really sure about the first item Nullifier.
Okay, Kiyotaka, he might be able to try and make a move. There's going to be the EMP coming through now as well with that Stampede. Is he going to be able to get himself away? Because it looks like he needs to run himself. The arrow is going to be dodged by everybody. And now Lord's going to be coming in with the Starstorm. And Posh going to be taking that to the face. But the right click, no, he's going to be away. Nobody committed onto the right click there. RP, it was teased but not thrown out just yet. Avalanche, he doesn't even need to throw the RP to get the kill onto Kiyotaka. And now they chase it onto Solo. Solo, can he get himself away from this? Starstorm going to fall down once again. But Solo, the cookie comes out. He gets the leap. He waited for it. And he gets that perfect timing just to get himself away from the cookie.
Even baited an Invoker close to death one time, and now he comes to the mid lane to change things up.
Yeah, and it looks like I think you're able to go. The Fiend's Rip comes out as well into the center, but it looks like Yutaro's more bothered about forming, so it's going to leave Solo to get a point blank arrow into the Starstorm. Was that actual follow going to come through the Nightmare now as well? The Mystic Flare, it's going to be off the mark, but it looks like still Bane will fall, and Miro will finally get involved and pick up that kill.
You're still happy. You forced out the rotations towards the bottom lane. Hellraiser seem like they don't want to fight there because Larl is already pressuring down the mid lane. And that is the thing. Right now, what Team Spirit are doing, it's daytime. We are creating space. And once the nighttime comes, then you will die.
Because like you say, the Solo, Scarith Mage, both really squishy supports.
And yeah, there's definitely going to be going support hunting. But look at Hellraisers. They get the Tiny's mana down and they immediately run towards the bottom lane. But the thing is, Team Spirit, they know the Slark gets away from the bottom lane and now they're going to be going into the mid here to fight.
Yeah, the cookie comes out. Lal, there's going to be another tornado into the MP. Cold Snap coming through now as well, trying to control onto the Tiny. And Lal, can he get himself away from this? He is a big, tanky boy. Mystic Flare comes out, so he has to dodge back, but he just dodges back into the waiting arms of Miro. And Miro claims that kill. Put the pressure on him, maybe shut him down. Or do you just, in this game, or the cookie comes out in the mid lane, they might be able to take on the Invoker once again. The Avalanche is going to be there. The reveal with the dust as well. Do they have the drive where RP's even going to be committed onto this as well? But Solo, it's just going to be 2 heroes. The multiple kisses even being dropped. And it looks like it's going to be Kiyotaka going down, being dropped by Lal here. And it's just going to be a great extra bit of gold for the recovery. But was that extra setup? Hellraisers, what can they do here? They've got 3 heroes around. Can they go for another arrow? Maybe the Storm from Miro to take it onto Lal. Again, Lal, he's a big tanky boy. The cookie comes out now as well. The net's going to be there. Do they take down the Tiny? They are going to be able to take down the Tiny. Might even take the Yutaro down now as well. He has to get himself away from that fight, away from the damage, but there is going to be a new skewer back. Miro into the waiting clutches. And Lal, Mira, as well as Yutaro, collapse, even splitting the kill there onto Miro. Yutaro is going to be able to answer right back on those. So we're going to see a smoke rotation coming through here, but do they have the jump? Who are they going to be able to get on top of now as well? They do actually get on top of Lal. The cookie comes out once again. So the Mystic Flare, Ancient Seal, it's not going to be enough damage to take him down, but with the Stampede, Miro will be able to get the kill. The arrow that won't connect there from Solo, so no follow-up kill for Hellraisers. It's going to be a Radiance. It's not a Nullifier for the Slark. Okay. I just saw, I was like, that Slarks don't buy Radiance, so my brain just defaulted. But mid lane, they might be able to get the kill into Kiyotaka again. The multiple kiss is going to be flying through, and Miro can get himself away from this one, flying through here. Invoker will be taken down, and it looks like Antares as well. Can he get himself away from this one? Lol, he's not got the blink dagger for another couple of seconds, but there will be the cookie to chase now as well onto Miro. And the damage coming through from Yutaro. Does he have it to take him down? Collapse with the double kill. It might be a triple now as well with the skewer in. Gets himself the triple kill underneath the tier 3 tower.
Laurel, come to the mid lane. This is where we fight. No, I'm going to the bottom lane. Okay, you go to the bottom lane. I'll deal with this myself. Double RP, skewer back, Mortimer's kisses. They get multiple kills, and there it is. Team Spirit, get the tower down. Yeah, it's going to be a Radiant Slark. Not something I would have expected, but definitely something interesting to see. Your lineup is not good at Roche, so that's not gonna be something you're gunning for. You're going for kills right now, left and right.
I love this there as well, Lol. He just stands right next to Maposhka. Maposhka does go down in the end, but Lol was just buying so much time for the Fiends group because there was no arrow that could connect, and now the multiple kisses are going to be flying through as well. They get the kill onto 2. Can they make it even 3? As Solo, he's taking a lot of damage here. Where are those leaps away? The cookie comes out, going to be stunning him. He turns himself back around. He is going to be taken down, and Lol gets that kill. 5, 3, and 5, so not a great start for the Tiny, but he's more than making up for it now in this game. Yeah, backing him up all the way. The RP is back up here now as well. They have that smoke gank already up. So who are they going to be able to find here? Lol looking for that blink in to toss back anybody into this, to the waiting arms of the rest of the team. Oh, who's actually found? He's found the Scarith. He takes down the Scarith, pops it straight away, and now he wants to go even further. EMP is going to be coming through, though. Collapse, he doesn't get anyone back in the skewer. What's he going to be able to do? Mero, he's on the front lines, trying to chase down. The Stampede comes out now as well, but the toss up right back into the air, back onto the Invoker now. And can they go even further? Because Collapse, he still holds that RP. The damage, though, is going to be a really nice stomp. They've got the Lal, they've taken him down. Can they go even further onto the Scarith? Yeah, the damage coming through from the Scarith with that buyback. The Mystic Flirt comes out. They clean up 3 heroes.
Greed from Team Spirit, and you talked about Roche, but Hellraisers, they're much better at taking it down. They have the Invoker, they have the Naga Siren. It's more than enough damage to take this big boy down. And Team Spirit, they're not alive. They didn't have their BKBs just yet, so you should be happy with one pick off. You move back, you farm the map. One pick off, move back, farm the map. But they thought we were gonna win a team fight, and the Hawk comes at the nick of time. The buyback comes through, and now they have an Aegis. Hellraisers, they were looking like they were on the back foot, but now they're looking really, really strong. And like that, the Hawk is doing this heart into a Bloodthorn. I think Bloodthorn is the damage item you need.
Yep, top lane. Kiritaka taking a lot of damage coming through. Multiple kisses. Does that land? Is he going to be able to snipe him? No, he goes the wrong direction. And Kiritaka with the TB. No! Oh, really good full staff in there from Mirate. Helped secure the kill. He didn't see him there with the multiple kisses, so he knows he's duped left instead of right. Amazing full staff to close the gap and find that kill. Yeah, you see Slark as well. He self-TZs on the cliff, you know, just looking to get a little bit of scouting on the ward, see if any wards are up there. And now he's going to be able to ping a couple out as his passive will wear off. So the D-ward comes out. The Horn Toss now as well onto the Scarith Mage. Do they have enough damage? Of course they have enough damage to get the kill. Scarith was already dead, so that doesn't count.
It's all about speed now.
Yeah, and they even get the kill onto the Invoker. What can they do to follow this up now? Looks like Lal as well as Yutaro just want to back themselves away. And yeah, so the damage coming through, and Antares gets himself a kill as he respawns. 17 to 21. Oh, who are they going to be able to find here? Yutaro, do they want to try and make a dive? Arrow's not going to connect. The Stomp not going to be ranged there either. And it might actually be the Horn Toss in. So yeah, Mero comes way too far forward from the rest of his team, and he's going to pay the price because of it. Gets taken down, and now they might have overextended here on the side of Hellraisers. Do they want to follow up even more? Lal's going to try and chase down the Lotus up on top of him now as well. And the Arrow's not going to connect, so he might be able to make something happen if the Ghost Work was off on the Invoker.
A few mistakes there happened from Hellraisers during these 5 minutes of the nighttime. At the start of they even had the Aegis, at the start of the nighttime, and I thought they were gonna be planting a ward deep into the enemy jungle, playing around it with the Hawk pushing out the waves. But what they did is that they tried to spread the map a little bit, and the speed of Team Spirit is just insane. So they take down all of the vision, and even though Hellraisers now, even if they would smoke, it's not gonna be easy to find anyone, and you're just playing the map very scared. Right, it's daytime and you're like, okay, they don't have the nighttime vision advantage any longer, but the thing is they have a vision advantage just because of the wards on the map. You don't have a single one, and that is a big issue for you, especially at a timing where your Naga Siren should be the strongest on the map quite easily. And Yutaro almost died there, but almost isn't going to be enough.
No, and now Lal is going to be able to come in and get those tree tosses off there as well, doing a lot of damage onto Solo. Solo has to back himself away. The triple silence onto Lal, and that's not going to be enough to silence him here either as he tries to go in. But the Ogre Totem actually, it's going to be another drag back now as well. They get the Stomp back, but Mero, can he get himself out? Yes! Sunstrike as well as the Mystic Flare does the job to finish it off. Mero will still go down in return, so an offlaner for an offlaner.
The beautiful hoof stomp that was made there. So now Team Spirit, they know that there's no center, so they can go very aggressively.
And the pounce comes in. There's going to be the Fiends group as well. The Force Staff not going to be able to save the Invoker for now. The silence comes out. Yutaro, though, he just pops that BKB. He has the reveal as well. Going to be able to get the kill onto the Invoker. Are they going to be able to go even further onto this now as well? Yutaro, the BKB will be wearing off sometime soon, so they've got that chase. But he has that second pounce. He looks like he is going to be able to get himself away. Maposhka backing him up just in case he needs it. So Yutaro, the aggro gets pulled. He's trying to go back in for no. In fact, there's going to be the song coming through, and they've just got to retreat here, Hellraisers, because the rest of Team Spirit showing up, and Hellraisers just can't contest onto that.
this is gonna be a main issue. Don't have vision, and it's gonna be nighttime against the Slark.
Yeah, you can see there's going to be a really nice drag back here now as well, coming through from the Magnus. Can they get Miro as well? It's going to be a really nice kill streak going the way of Team Spirit. 3 heroes dead, and it looks like Yutaro doesn't want to stop just yet. He's pushing on, trying to get aggressive onto this tier 3 tower.
Yep. You're trying to force out another mistake from HELLRAISERS. If they get close here, the Magnus will be catching them. Luckily for them, Collapse is still walking towards there, but he'll be there fairly soon. So if you want to continue going forward, you definitely can. Under enemy vision, it's going to be tough, especially into an Aegis. I'm not sure you want to be doing this right now if you're HELLRAISERS.
Yeah, and they just continue to push out. They're going to go, though. The Hex comes out. The dive's going to be now as well. The Sunstrike, it's going to be enough to pop that Aegis, but you've got Collapse. He's waiting in the wings. He's like, oh, please group up. Just please stick at 5 to try and take down Yutaro again.
They get a whiff of HELLRAISERS close to the pit. They can catch one by one and just destroy them. So that is one thing that you have to think about. So Team Spirits right now, they're going to show the Tiny on bot and go into the pit. But this has been seen.
There's going to be a 4-man smoke move up, yeah, from the side of HELLRAISERS, and it looks like the Invoker as well. Should be able to catch up, or if not, just throw out Sunstrikes, help out the team that way. If you want to try and make this jump happening, I mean, this Roche, it's not going to be quick at all. Sunstrike's going to be the scouted out as well. Yutaro, he sees the illusions. He has to pounce out the pit before Mero gets in. He gets to stomp off, but the Granny's going to be locked down as well. Granny Snapfire, do they have enough to take it down? It looks like there's going to be the Horn Toss back onto the Centaur, and the Centaur with a Force Staff of his own. The Cookie comes out from the Snapfire. It looks like they're just going to try and commit. They even lose the Centaur onto this. The Centaur's going to buy back, but you can see the Naga Siren. They just want to go straight into the pit, and Yutaro, he's keeping himself away as the Invoker just continues to push out this bottom lane. Mortimer Kisses comes in, they try and snipe that Roshan, but everything's going to be going the way of the side of the Zidaya, excuse me, and it looks like now, yeah, with the BKB TP out, coming out through from a Collapse, but it looks like both supports going to be left out in the cold. Cookie comes out, Miposhka, Nightmare, just onto the illusion, but it looks like they're going to try and shift focus now, take down the Snapfire. Miposhka, what's he going to be able to do? Because there's going to be Yutaro again moving up onto these illusions while just the Invoker just continues to be an absolute pain in the arse here in this bottom lane with the Forge Spirits, with the alacrity onto the Catapult, pushing through onto the racks, and again, the push-pull comes through. Yutaro being pulled onto this lane while HELLRAISERS push through influence elsewhere on the map. With the rest of his team waiting behind, yeah, Collapse is going to be forced back by these illusions. They will eventually, I say eventually, they might not even be eventually cleaned up here by the Slark because they are big, beefy illusions here. But the jump in, though, what are they going to be able to find? The BKB is out from Yutaro. Song's going to be used, but again, Yutaro going to be able to get himself around with the BKB. BKB on Lol now as well with the Tree Volley coming in, but it's just going to be onto the illusions. They do get the kill onto the Invoker. So they want to try and go for more here. The RP is still available. Maybe if they can get the dive in the Horn Toss coming out now. The Song is down. Might be able to find Solo. Jump in from Lol. Avatos comes out now as well. That Horn Toss, but the Force Staff again, and Solo, he's just trying to waste as much time as possible here for the 3 heroes rotating in. Moonlight Shadow even going to be used, committed, just comes out, the Stampede, it's not going to keep him alive, but Solo just wasted so much time after the Invoker goes down that the Invoker only dead for another minute or so.
But it has been happening for 10-15 minutes now that people aren't dying.
The BKB comes out. It's going to be the double toss-up now as well. They get the kill onto the Invoker. The Invoker has buyback. It's going to be a really good RP, but it's going to be only onto Mero as well as Solo. Do they have enough damage to take them down? They do, and that's going to be no buyback here for the Centaur. Meanwhile, Yutaro, he's got that BKB. Might be able to take a kill onto the Mirana as well. Mirana has to go for that leap away as the BKB was out mid-song. He can't get the right clicks. Now he can. Cleans up onto Mirana. Mirana's just going to be gone. It did cost him the Magnus for that fight, but taking down 3 heroes, maybe able to force back a couple of buybacks here now as well. As it just looks like HELLRAISERS, that Invoker being way too far forward just led to HELLRAISERS, you know, being out of position, and a great jump from Spirit to capitalize on that. And you can see the Bane, even he's double fisting gems here, you know, 1 for each hand it looks like, just so it looks like he actually has eyes.
Invoker steps out a little bit forward, and he immediately dies with that, and his teammates follow as well. And now Team Spirit, with those 3 heroes dead, they can definitely push in all the lanes and set themselves up for success.
Look at this now as well. Did they have any reveal? Was that Cookie? They are going to be able to get him in. Possibly going to be here with the Fiends as well. And that's going to be the death of Dahak. And that's going to be him down 90 seconds before he respawns. Does have the buyback. But is that what he wants to force out? I mean, we said about going to the late game for the Naga. But apart from a couple of songs, it doesn't really feel like Dahak's had the impact that he'd really want to have on this late game Naga Siren.
The late game in Dota is pretty much 35 to 45 minutes. After that is the ultra late game where there's so many items come out and you never know what's going to happen. It comes down to the jump. And this time around, Team Spirit got the jump. They're going to get the lead right now. And they might even get multiple Araxes if the Hawk doesn't buy back. But if he does, then the gold lead will be going in further.
Yeah, look at this now as well. The Hex comes through onto the Tiny. Lal going to be forced after a little bit further into the base with Kirith. He's being right-clicked down by Yatoro even while he tries to go with the BKB. He might be able to take down the Snapfire. They've got that Tiny. And where's the rest of it going to come through? The Song, who's going to be fast enough to get himself out. They've got the lockdown here onto the Bane. Miposhki's just going to be caught out. They've got enough damage to take him down as well.
Buy back on the Naga Siren and set ourselves up for success later on.
To get the drag back? Yeah, they're going to be able to get right on top of the Mirana here now as well. I think that was the RP committed just to get the lockdown onto him. And the refresh comes out. Mero's not going to be able to get himself away from this one. Yatoro wants to chase down, going to be able to get the pounce again onto the Mirana. And the damage coming through. Yeah, even broken, he's just going to be able to come through and break the rest of the team. And he's just diving around left, right, and center. Yatoro cleaning up on his own. And now he might try and go. There's going to be the refresh from Collapse. And now... well, Mirror Image going to be used by the Naga Siren as well. Do they have the reveal? As it looks at the Invoker, does he take down Collapse? He's got that Hex off. He's got the Cold Snap into the Deafening Blast, but the damage, it's not going to be enough to get the kill. And Collapse, he's going to survive for a little bit longer. Might be able to get himself right back to the Fountain as well to regen up. And Sunstrike won't be there. So they're not going to be able to get the kill onto the Magnus.
The Witchblade would have killed him, but the sleep comes out just in time to save him. That was so close for Hellraisers to get the kill, but it doesn't matter. Yatoro now, he is so damn good.
That's pretty much, you know, the full use of a position 5 at 54 minutes in. And this is, yeah, we're going to be seeing tier 5 items coming out if this game carries on like this. And Collapse, he gets to get... Invoke just goes down again. He's been caught out of position so many times in the last, what, 15, 20 minutes.
Team Spirit, after what happened in one fight, they're a little bit more confident right now, so they're going a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah, and you can see here as well, Antares, there is going to be the pounce as well, so there is going to be the leash, and he's not going to be able to get himself away from it. Has to wait for that to wear off. Lol, taking a lot of damage from the Mystic Blow. Antares, he's out of mana. Yeah, he can't, and Dahak gets a kill onto Mira, though, while this is going on.
Okay, so now even the Skywrath Mage is itemizing to go for pickoffs because he has a Shadow Blade. He couldn't blink out there because of the Radiance, but Slark stopped chasing for him. He just assumed that the Skywrath Mage got the TP out. We knew that he couldn't do it because he had it on cooldown, but of course Slark didn't have that info.
Yeah, look at this, the RP now as well. It is just going to be onto solo the Stampede, but he's not going to be able to get himself away from this dead for 107 seconds here on the Mirana. And the big man's back up, Yatoro straight into the pit with his Radiance, with the double damage coming through now as well. Look at how quickly Roshan is just going to melt while this goes on.
But they have a Sunstrike and they have a Song. RP not available. Hellraisers, they know this. But they're not coming over. They are putting more emphasis in pushing out the lanes and being like, okay, to the enemies to make something happen. Plus, Tiny, you know, if he has the Aegis, he can just stand his ground, and the Slark is protecting him with the Depth Shroud. But let's see if Yatoro can do it on his own.
Yeah, just look at that Rax go down. 3 right clicks coming through from Lal, and a few from Yatoro. But just major damage coming through from that Tiny. Like you say, he's just going to be able to wreck these buildings. And how are Hellraisers going to respond to this? Okay,
I guess what is happening right now, Yatoro with the Aegis, he positions himself super aggressively and he gives the night vision to his Tiny. So then the Tiny can come close when Yatoro kind of tells him, okay, everything is clear, no one is jumping you, come in, get these Raxes down.
Yeah, but look at this, though. They do get it onto the Slark. Slark, what's he going to try and do with this as Lal? Just backing himself away again, clearing up the illusions, but Yatoro just continues to go onto the rack. The Cookie comes out, even with the Hex. Going to be able to get him out of danger, though, and Yatoro just going to be able to move himself away. Yeah, and Naga Siren as well wants to go towards that Daedalus. How's he looking? Silver Edge into the Hex with the Boots of Travel 2. Is he going to be able to set up a song, though? We see Kiritaki's on top. He's going to be able to drop a really nice Meteor, but everyone else moves away, and now the BKB comes out. Mystic Flare is going to be off the mark. The song going to be used here, but everybody on the side of Team Spirit has BKBs, who's going to be able to clean it up. The Slark didn't actually get his BKB off just yet, but nobody's contesting onto him. The Hex comes out. Tornado not going to connect. Miposhki on his back lines, he's got his back, and Yatoro just goes in, he says, okay, song's down, let's go, we want to push in. The tree volley comes out, and Mero gets a little bit too far forward, but
that's big.
Really nice Mystic Flare, great RP though, the drag back onto them, going to be able to get the Invoker as well. They're forced stuff away from Antares, but they're going to be able to chase once again onto Solo. Solo underneath that tier 2 tower, just being right click down Mero there as well, taking a whole lot of punishment, and it's still going to be coming through. He has that refresher shot if he needs it here. Collapse, he's going to be swallowing it now, so he can go. He's going to be able to get another RP now onto the Naga Siren. It's going to be the hack, the damage of the right clicks coming through, just absolutely cleaned up, and only Mero alive, and this might be Do they want to go even further now as well? They do have buybacks, 3 buybacks from the side of Hellraisers. Mero, they want to turn. They're going to be able to get a really nice lockdown onto the Magnus. Magnus is going to go down, but has a buyback of its own. Chase comes out. Tornado, was that going to connect? Sunstrike, they're going to be off the mark. The Cookie comes out, forcing back onto the Bane. A lot of damage coming through onto the Centaur. The Centaur going to be cleaned up. Has that buyback once again if he needs it. Now Yutaro with a refresh. He's going to try and go for the pounce onto the Nagasaran. What damage can he do here, though? Nagasaran just trying to force staff himself away, and it looks like the Invoker will be taken down. And can he carry on going onto this? It looks like they do want to carry on going. Mero going to be able to get the Stampede off now with the Stomp onto the Tiny. The Tiny's going to be dead, but again, buyback coming through from everyone inside the team. Straight looks like the team's going to be able to get themselves in with a boost of travel right back into the side of the Hellraiser's base, and looks like they're going to be able to take down these illusions from the Nagasaran, and everybody's just going to give it a little bit of a chill. While the Nagasaran, he throws out the sleep from the song, and just goes for the reset.
Oh man, that gobble up on the on 3 people. Man, I like how Team Spirit approached that one. They just stood back. They knew they shouldn't get towards the tier 2, and Hellraisers knew they had to go for a fight, so they went a little bit too deep. And then when they started getting out, when Yotaro was pushing them back, boom, comes out the gobble up with the Magnus on 3 of their heroes. The RP connects, and that is where the fight and possibly this game ends.
Yeah, Yutaro, the Aegis is going to be reclaimed, but within the Shadow Dancer as well, he's got that regen, just going to be able to get himself out of dodge if he needs it. Tree Volley comes in once again, and Mero has to be really careful. Everybody on the side of Hellraisers now, apart from the Marana, has no buyback available, so they need to be real careful about being caught out here.
He bought a rapier. The symbol is Radiance, and he bought a rapier for it. So he doesn't care about the illusions any longer. He just wants to rip people apart. I mean, look at his damage now with 24 stacks. I mean, what is that? That is a Slark that bursts you down. It's like a PA that cannot die and has so much mobility.
Yeah, was it 25 permanent, 22 on the temporary, and
yep.
AC and Moonshard, the Empower coming out there as well for the extra damage. He's just ripping heroes apart left, right, and center now as well. The Indis is going to pop here, but Yutaro, he just wants to win the game here and now. Even the Wraith Pack being bought, he's just going to be able to take that down immediately. The Gobble comes out, great RP onto the 2 heroes, onto the 2 big cores, and they're going to be dragged back into this fight as well. Did he want to be able to take down Scar's Mage? Nagasaran going to be tossed up into the air, killed off, and this is just going to be it. GG will be called as everybody on the side of Hellraisers are going to start to fall here. Game is over, and there's nothing they can do because they have no buybacks available.